The Los Angeles Lakers appear to be on the edge of making one of the biggest moves of the season. A major signing, one that could completely reshape how the team looks on the court, seems to be approaching. This type of addition has the potential to turn them into a true powerhouse. Many wonder if this acquisition will finally provide the team with the dominance and presence they have been lacking. All signs suggest something significant is developing, and every detail will matter. The Lakers enter the 2025-26 campaign at a pivotal moment. This is a franchise with a decorated history, a long tradition of chasing stars, and banners hanging high to prove it. But once again, they find themselves in the position of having to win immediately. Last year was expected to serve as a major turning point. At mid-season, they completed a blockbuster deal by trading for Luka Dončić, a five-time All-NBA guard. It was a daring gamble, one that came at the cost of depth, size, and stability in the front court. Yet the front office believed that pairing Dončić with LeBron James would reignite championship hopes. The outcome was uneven. The Lakers finished the regular season with a 50-32 record, good for third in the Western Conference standings. On paper, this looked like a solid result, but the postseason once again told a harsher truth. Los Angeles bowed out in the first round after only 5 games, this time falling to the Minnesota Timberwolves, who exploited their lack of balance and exposed weaknesses inside. It marked the second straight year they failed to advance beyond the opening round, raising real doubts about whether the roster construction is sustainable. Now the Lakers are under greater pressure. Dončić is entering his prime years, and the organization must provide him with the right supporting cast. Standing still is not an option. General Manager Rob Pelinka and his staff know that opportunities with superstars of Dončić's caliber do not come often, which means trades are not just possible, but perhaps essential. The question is, who could be on the move and which players might not finish the season wearing the purple and gold? The first name on that list is LeBron James. Even at age 40, James remains a remarkable force. He is a 21-time All-NBA selection, one of the top scorers in league history, and still capable of producing at an all-star level every night. However, the business side of basketball has made his relationship with the team complicated. Over the summer, the expectation was that he and the Lakers would agree to a new 1+1 contract, giving him flexibility but keeping him tied to the team. Negotiations did not progress as planned, and instead James chose to exercise his $52.6 million player option, committing to this season but setting himself up for unrestricted free agency next summer. Tension increased after his agent, Rich Paul, released a pointed statement criticizing the Lakers' roster construction. The timing surprised many, given that Los Angeles had just added Dončić and won 50 games. Still, the comments suggested dissatisfaction from James's camp. If LeBron makes it clear he will not re-sign in Los Angeles, the franchise may have no choice but to explore trading him. Despite his age, his value on the market remains high, as contending teams could view him as the missing piece and might give up young players or draft picks for a chance to win now. The difficult decision the Lakers must weigh is whether James brings them more value on the court this season or as an asset that could bring back pieces fitting better around Dončić. Another possible trade candidate is Gabe Vincent. While not a star, Vincent's situation makes him a practical option in deals. He established himself last year with strong perimeter defense and hustle, qualities every coach appreciates, but his offensive impact was limited. During the Lakers' short playoff run, he averaged only 2.8 points on 35.7% shooting, adding just 1 rebound and 1 assist per game. Considering he played nearly 20 minutes per night, the production simply did not meet expectations. The bigger factor is his contract. Vincent is owed $11.5 million on an expiring deal, making him a classic salary matching piece in trade negotiations. By himself, he holds negative value because of his scoring struggles, but when packaged with other assets, his contract allows the Lakers to chase higher salary players. This makes it highly likely his name will appear in many trade conversations throughout the season. Rui Hachimura is perhaps the team's most tradable player. The 6'8" forward ended the season strongly and emerged as arguably the fourth-best player on the roster. He is a versatile scorer, able to attack inside, shoot from distance, and create mismatches in the mid-range. On defense, he holds his ground as well, making him a valuable two-way contributor. Yet fit plays a major role. With LeBron unable to guard quicker wings at this stage, Hachimura was often asked to play small forward, which is not his natural role. That adjustment reduced his effectiveness and made him feel more like a luxury piece than a necessity. Across the league, however, Hachimura has clear value. At 27, he is in his prime. His combination of size, scoring ability, and playoff experience makes him appealing. His contract, at $18.3 million this season, is sizable but manageable, the type that can be used to acquire a higher-level forward or front-court player. A player such as Andrew Wiggins comes to mind, expensive but capable of filling a hole that Los Angeles desperately needs addressed. For this reason, Hachimura tops the list of trade assets. The Lakers have faced similar crossroads before. They have built around stars, retooled on the fly, and made bold trades in pursuit of championships. With Luka Dončić now in Los Angeles, the message is clear. Surround him with the right talent or risk wasting his prime. LeBron James, Gabe Vincent, and Rui Hachimura each play very different roles, but all could become part of the cost required to reshape the roster into a true contender. One thing is certain, the Lakers are unlikely to remain idle. As attention turns to the future, the discussion inevitably shifts to the younger players, and none draws more attention than Bronny James. Being the son of LeBron James brought expectations from the start, making it difficult to separate hype from actual development. Now entering his second season, the central question is how Bronny fits into the Lakers' immediate plans and what his long-term trajectory looks like. Last year, Bronny played more than many expected for a second-round pick. He appeared in 27 games, even starting once, and averaged 2.3 points in 6.7 minutes per contest. These statistics reflected a typical rookie campaign, but his defense was what stood out most. At times, he showed flashes of being an effective on-ball defender, using his length and athleticism to stay in front of quicker guards. But the weaknesses were also visible, with one example being a mid-season game against the Philadelphia 76ers, where Tyrese Maxey scored 43 points and repeatedly exploited Bronny's inexperience. What cannot be denied are Bronny's physical gifts. At 6'3" with a 6'7.5" wingspan and a 45-inch vertical leap, he has the raw tools coaches look for in a defensive guard. He has spoken openly about using defense as his path to playing time, even telling reporters before Summer League that his goal was to become a defensive specialist. This mindset aligns with what the Lakers need: a strong point-of-attack defender who can contain opposing guards. Still, roster construction complicates his chances. The Lakers signed Marcus Smart, a former Defensive Player of the Year, who brings veteran leadership and strong defensive presence in the backcourt. Smart's role makes it harder for Bronny to earn minutes, since he now competes not only with established players, but with proven defenders filling the same role he is trying to develop. Offensively, Bronny also has room to grow. In the NBA last season, his scoring impact was minimal. He often deferred to veteran teammates and rarely created his own shot. By contrast, he looked far more comfortable in the G League with the South Bay Lakers, where he averaged 21.9 points, 5.1 rebounds, and 5.5 assists across 11 games. In that setting, he attacked the rim, hit outside shots, and showed confidence as a complete guard. The challenge is translating that success to the NBA level. Scouts argue that for Bronny to secure a consistent role, he must improve as a catch-and-shoot player, and as someone who can attack off the dribble. In today's NBA, spacing is critical, and secondary guards must punish defenses collapsing on stars like Dončić and LeBron. Without consistent shooting or reliable creation, his value remains tied mostly to defense, which is still developing. This brings the conversation back to expectations. Development takes time, but the Lakers are not a team that can afford patience. With Dončić entering his prime and LeBron nearing the end of his career, Los Angeles is in win-now mode. Every roster decision and every minute on the floor carries weight. For Bronny, this means his growth is important, but it cannot interfere with the team's immediate title chase. The organization seems aware of this balance. By adding veterans, they protect Bronny from being forced into responsibilities too early, while his G League success and athletic gifts guarantee he will receive opportunities, though likely limited. If he makes the most of those minutes, he could slowly carve out a bigger role. For now, however, Bronny remains a developmental piece, with the potential to become a reliable two-way guard, but not yet ready to be a rotation staple on a contender. Meanwhile, rumors of a blockbuster trade continue to swirl. The Lakers are reportedly considering a major move involving Utah Jazz forward Lauri Markkanen, a versatile big man who could fill the interior void they have struggled with. Markkanen's presence would give LeBron the support he needs in his remaining years, while also complementing Dončić's long-term development. Reports suggest a possible three-team deal involving the Lakers, Jazz, and Miami Heat. The structure includes players and draft picks moving across teams, balancing Los Angeles's immediate push for a title with its future strategy. Analysts note that while Dončić is only 26 and gives the Lakers time, neither he nor LeBron is interested in a slow rebuild. A move for Markkanen could address both timelines, giving LeBron an inside presence and Dončić a versatile front-court partner. Proposed trade details indicate the Lakers would acquire Markkanen while sending out Rui Hachimura, Austin Reeves, Gabe Vincent, Dalton Knecht, and 2 first-round picks. The Jazz would receive Terry Rozier, Hachimura, Vincent, Knecht, and 3 future first-round picks, while Miami would get Austin Reeves in exchange for Rozier and a pick. For the Lakers, the gains include acquiring Markkanen, who offers scoring, rebounding, and defensive balance, while also providing cap flexibility and a reliable inside option for Dončić. The losses include giving up rotation players like Hachimura and Reeves, along with valuable future picks. For the Jazz, the trade brings rotation depth and draft capital, though they give up a proven scorer and defender in Markkanen. The Heat would add depth with Reeves, but lose Rozier and a future pick. For Dončić, Markkanen addresses a major need by giving him a dependable inside partner, allowing him to operate more effectively on the perimeter. For LeBron, it means extra support during the final stage of his career. For the Lakers overall, it represents a careful balance, building a roster that can compete right now while also setting up a sustainable future around Dončić. Even as the team considers major trades, the growth of younger players like Bronny remains a subplot worth monitoring. His development may not decide this season's outcome, but it could help shape the franchise's long-term direction. The Lakers face the challenge of chasing championships with LeBron, while also preparing for the Dončić era, and every move they make will influence both present success and future stability. This potential trade is more than just a roster adjustment. It is a calculated step to secure the Lakers' relevance now, while also building a foundation for years ahead. The franchise must walk the fine line between winning immediately and developing for tomorrow. And how they manage this will determine the future of purple and gold basketball.